Hey, it's Joey Casada. You're listening to Tom and Zeus on Shout It Out Loudcast. If you want to hear two idiots with Boston accents talk about Kiss, you've definitely come to the right place.
Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus with another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast. Episode 142. Ace Frehley concert, Boston. Ace Frehley.
If we had a nickel for every time we just roamed around the venue saying Ace Frehley,
we kind of talked the whole fucking concert in his voice. I want to get 2 slices of Pizzerina Regina.
Give me 2 fountain colas. I'll take the pizza combo. $5, not bad.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into it.
We saw the concert last night. We're talking about it today. Woo.
Yep.
All right. Well, but before we do, we always like to focus on the feedback that we got from the previous episode so we can continue the discussion. Tom, tell us about last week.
So last week was another fun top 10 where we followed up our Me, Myself, and I episode with the You and Yours episode, with a top 10 list of Kiss songs featuring you, your, or some variation of that in the title. That was a ton of fun, a great way to just talk about Kiss songs without in the context of an album review. And our poll was, which of these is your favorite? And this top 4 in the Twitter poll comprised of my top 2 and Zeus's top 2 of our list. So we had I Stole Your Love, Watching You, Tonight You Belong to Me, and You're All That I Want. Now, with no surprise there, I Stole Your Love ran away with it 60%, although I did think Watching You would put up a bigger fight, because I know there's sometimes you get those Kiss generations split up between the first 3 albums and the second 3 albums, but I Stole Your Love took 60%, Watching You and Tonight You Belong to Me were pretty much tied at 17%, and You're All That I Want came in at 7%, but there were some people there that were saying that that album deserved, that song deserved a little bit more than it was getting. Dawn
was a kind of a deep cut favorite for mine.
It is.
So really, we could have put something else up, and maybe we were given a better fight.
That's okay. I honestly, I don't know if there's anything that we would have put up there that could have. If Watching You got smoked by I Stole Your Love, I don't know if anything else would have put up a fight.
I told you that song is like way over the top loved.
Yeah, and you're right. I think it's turned into a monster of its own, because everybody talks about why isn't it in the set list. But yeah, a lot of people love Watching You. Matt, the Maximus of metal, Watching You is a banger, easily the best. Don Flamenco from Punch Out.
He's got a little rose,
a little flower in his mouth. He said, "You're All That I Want" should be a contender here. Yeah,
Don Flamenco.
This is hilarious, because this actually might pop up in an email.
Did Soda Popinski make a comment, or is he still on Sunday Night Football as the former coach of the Colts?
He's the Tony Dungy did not comment on this.
AKA Soda
Popinski. Yeah, Piston Hurricane didn't either, or Piston Honda, depending on which version you're playing.
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, and Bald Bull.
Oh,
remember him?
What about Glass Tiger? Isn't that one of them?
No, it's Glass Joe.
No, Glass
I'm going
Joe.
to fight the rock band Glass Tiger and Punch Out.
Who's the tiger guy that comes out and goes, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and you have to hit the diamond?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that one?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just thinking of the band Glass Tiger coming out into the ring.
Isn't that Glass Tiger? What was his name? Seriously.
Hold on. Yeah. See, now I got to Google.
But I know
Tiger.
There was Piston Honda. Well,
there's 2 different ones.
Yeah, Piston Honda is like the Japanese guy.
Yeah, and then there's Piston Hurricane.
Yeah, then he says bonsai during the breaks.
Okay, the guy you're thinking of is the Great Tiger.
Oh,
that's his name. Great Tiger. Yeah, the Great Tiger. Yeah, and then who was the guy? Who was like the
King Hippo?
That's it. King Hippo was like his pants would fall down.
I think he's a podcaster on a show.
Oh. fucking 5 minutes into the show.
The local podcaster.
We're breaking down the friggin' fighters in Punch Out. Doesn't take much to distract us.
Yep.
We got a couple of people like, how come "Thou Shalt Not" wasn't in there?
Oh.
Well, because we're not using Old English.
Yeah, I think it was our French friend.
Well, and it was another friend that goes by the name of I Love It Louder on Twitter said the same thing. We're like, we can't do that. I mean, if you want to add it to your top 10, go for it.
Go for it.
He's going to go for it. Watching You is a killer tune. The live version takes it to another level. So a lot of love for Watching You, but I Still Your Love smokes the poll. Smokes the poll. That did not sound right.
That's for a different fucking episode.
It smokes the poll. And then we had some comments about the Fox News misfits. Oh my God almighty. Paul Teppelis says, "You Love Me to Hate You" comes to mind straight away as one of my favorite Kiss albums. Double points for having "you" in the title twice.
Didn't even realize that. Now,
I know. It's a great one.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah.
About the Fox News misfits. Was it about Bob Beckel and his suspenders? What was it?
Well, I think people were saying, what do you think Mort Kondracky's top 10 would be?
He'd have to talk to Phil Barnes, his partner on the Beltway Boys.
Isn't it Fred Barnes?
Whatever. Fred Barnes. Fill my pockets.
The Beltway Boys?
Yeah.
Fred Barnes.
We had Lori Dew on. We had who else do we have? All those hot chicks from Fox back then.
Was there a Julie chick? Julie
Huddy?
Juliet Huddy.
I think she's sued too, O'Reilly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing in the back of the book segment? Oh.
Bill, put your pants back on.
And then you had, and if you look real closely, at one point, Bill Clinton and we tag team these two girls from Puerto Rico.
Are you referring to the ventriloquist dummy known as friggin' Dick Morris?
The purveyor of dickmorris.com.
Oh, here's a good one. Our buddy JR says, "You wanted the best, not even an honorable mention." Ugh.
I had that. I had that, and I was very close to putting it as an honorable mention. Yes.
Yuck. Ken in Satan's Service. Another great episode, guys. Only You is one of my favorite Kiss songs, and it was awesome to hear that song talked about. All right. Good one. So that's some Twitter stuff. Let's move along over to Facebook because we want to talk about Ace.
Yeah. Over on Facebook, you got Philip Mellender. "I really hate I Want You. The chorus is so annoying. And the ending bit on Alive too. The solo is great though." Thanks, Philip.
Okay. Cool.
I guess Max Lynch predicted something. I don't know what he thinks he predicted.
He's the one.
Yeah.
So when we did the Coming Soon, I had a picture of like Gene pointing to the crowd. Max Lynch actually responded with what ended up being the episode photo of the "I Want You" for the Kiss Army. So he nailed it. I told him his prize is in the mail.
Yeah, I don't know if the fucking nailing it is, but he didn't get the topic. He may have gotten the photo, but all right.
Yeah, I'll give him credit.
Stephen Wood put his list up there, and I stopped after reading his first one. "I'll Fight Hell to Hold You."
No,
Next.
You're out. You're disqualified. You're out.
Yeah, that's just, oh my goodness.
We love you, buddy, but that song is trash.
Oh my goodness. All right, over on Loudcasters, Jason Warren put his list together. He says, "I Stole Your Love, No Fatigue, greatest Kiss song in my opinion."
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. He did put one interesting thing up there. He put "I Was Made for Loving You," a Live 3 version as number 5.
Yes, that is a good version. I agree with that. Yep. Very good version.
And quickly over to YouTube. God. YouTube. Kiss Clues 3 question. Gene 78 solo album. How many songs with "you" or "your" in the title? Well, you might be shocked. It's over 35% of his album. Actually, 36.4 for math people, 4 out of 11. I would also give a nod to Private Cusano and future Tour de France participant Peddler Paul Stanley for I Still Love You. P.S. I just finished the marathon of marathons, the Dawkins album review.
Woohoo!
Gotta say, impressed that I know very little about this band, yet you guys have made me intrigued enough to go revisit their catalog in this album.
All
Job
right.
well done, T&Z. That's Mr. Antonio, 2005. He's on a fucking roll these days.
That's awesome. Yes.
And
excellent.
That's why we do the album review crew.
Yeah.
We love it when someone's like, you know what, we're going to give this one a try. Or even if they say, you know what, we tried it. It's just not for me. I can't deal with the vocals, or it's too poppy. It's too fucking, thrashy, whatever.
Yep.
But the fact that you listen to it, I'm telling you, that Dawkins album, if I were you next, I would go take an album back, just go to Under Lock and Key and listen to that next.
Nice. Very much so. That album is fantastic.
Devin Dungan, great episode once again, guys. Peter Staros, when are you guys going to start reviewing Led Zeppelin albums? Tom?
It's coming. It's coming. Sit tight, my friend.
Yep. Can't wait to do those. JC, God, this blows away three sides.
Oh, geez.
Never seen a podcast where everyone seems to be miserable with the podcast and with the listeners. Long love. Shout it out Loudcast.
All right. I don't know about that, but thank you for the kind words regarding our show. But yeah.
And then they were bragging about defecating in an elevator. Oh my God.
There might be some of that on the cruise.
No, it's on the floor for us.
Yeah.
Mark Cole, drum teacher.
Wow.
I agree with Watching You and I Stole Your Love. I would add, I Want You and I Still Love You. Maybe I Want You was on there. I listened to this over several days in chunks and lost track a bit.
No. Okay.
Let's finish with Marty White. Back when I was a studio manager, when Kiss recorded Shitty Circus, which was the anniversary today.
Exactly.
I witnessed an argument between Paul and Gene. Paul brought in Raise Your Glasses to rehearse. Gene got pissed and threw his bass across the room, yelled, "Star Child, you have angered me, the demon. That's my song. You just changed some words and claimed it as your own. You're no better than Peter claiming he wrote Beth. Don't talk to me about cat piss."
Oh, man.
Besides, he'll get his. I have a real turd for him to sing on this album. Anyway, your song was called Raise Your Asses. It was nothing more than spying on Christine 16 at cheerleading practice. Gene sighed. Paul told Gene he didn't want to argue because he had worked on his speech to give at the introduction ceremony for Skip Magoo in the Metal Hall of Fame. When Gene asked why he wasn't inducting someone from the band, Paul said, "I only induct people who are warm to me and make me money, not people I have to pay."
Oh, boy.
Not even Gene is that callous.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's be nice to Gene. Come on.
Over to you, Tom.
All right. So we got a couple emails here. Our Finnish friend, Jani Aslak Rasanen, comes in and he gives us his list, but he brings up an interesting comment about, is that you? And I did call it a cover, and a lot of people do refer to it as a cover because it wasn't written by them. But he gets a little technical, which I like because we like technicalities here. And he says it's technically not a cover since Kiss is actually the first to record it, and there's no previously released version. There's a demo that Gerard McMahon had in 1980. He says, I consider it a Kiss song, even though they didn't write it. It's splitting hairs, but we like that. We like that. That's okay. That's cool. And then we got one from our friend.
You can't move on.
Okay, go ahead.
When you read from our Finnish friend, we got to throw out the names, Tom.
Oh, okay.
We got Sebastian Aho. We've got Tavo Teravainen, Sammy Vatanen, Mikael Granlund. And of course, we always have to repeat the ugliest hockey player in Boston Bruins' very own, the love child of the Grinch and an elf, Tuukka, I am fucking ugly, Rask.
And then what about this guy, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Buffalo Sabres, or Visa Toskala for the San Jose Sharks? Hell yeah.
Yes. And of course, you can't forget Jyrki Lumme.
Absolutely. We love that. Yes. Anytime we can get a chance to talk about Finnish hockey players, thank you, Jani Aslak Rasanen, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then we're going to stay international with our emails this week, because now we're going over to France for our buddy Jean-Francois. And again, he brings up the thou shalt not thing. No, it was not eligible. And then he directs a comment to you, Zeus. I bet that soon you'll wonder why you put Raise Your Glasses above Tonight You Belong to Me.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
And then he comments on the fact that I did that Zoom call for work with a girl named Shandy. He says, I do a lot of video calls in my job, but I've never gotten a Shandy in any of them. You're a lucky one. Am I, though? Thanks again for the fun you bring to us. Take care, Jean-Francois from France. Merci beaucoup, Jean-Francois. And that is the international email news segment for Shout It Out Loudcast.
And then, Tom, let's wrap up one more comment on our Loudcasters page.
Okay.
This is from Craig Milor. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah.
This episode may have just had the funniest Kiss news segment ever.
Uh-oh.
Either that or the week 14 of Sydney, Australia COVID-19 lockdown has finally got to me. Either way, this podcast drops on a Saturday afternoon. It brings a smile even before listening. Tom and Zeus providing sanity in a crazy time. Who would have thought?
That is fucking awesome, dude. Thank you so much. We love hearing stuff like that, and much appreciating. Glad we can bring a little bit of enjoyment to the chaos that you're dealing with right now. So thank you very much
for those kind words, Craig. You, my friend, our comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I like the way you think. I'm going to be watching you.
Excellent.
Tom, before we move on, we always like to give a shout out to our friends over on Patreon. Patreon is the app where people can contribute and help out the show, help us grow, and they get some extra little perks and extra little things from us. And it's a fun little community and a fun little family we got going there. Great group of people, and we've had a lot of fun, let's say fun conversations on there.
Yep.
And if you're interested in joining Patreon, you go to the app, or you go to patreon.com, or you can find it in the episode notes. When you see the podcast, there's links there. You click it. You find out what Patreon's all about. If you want to help and jump in, we'd really appreciate it. We always want to tip our hat to everybody at Patreon because they've been a big help to the show. And we can't thank you guys enough.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for everybody that's been a long time member of Patreon, and some of our newcomers as well. We can't thank you enough for that. And if you're interested, like we said, check it out. Patreon.com or Patreon the app, search for us. There's 4 different tiers. They all offer different perks, different things, some involvement with the show. So please take a look. And we just can't thank you guys enough for people that are currently members of the Shout It Out Loudcast Patreon family. So thank you.
Before we move on, I am going to take a step back real quick and play Mongoloid Man.
That was a special bonus cut. We're back.
Yeah. So, Tom, we missed the deadline for news. As soon as we recorded and we're finished, boom, something hit. Real big news in Kiss World. So, what's happened in Kiss World since last week?
Yeah. So, look, we spend a lot of time bitching about the things that Kiss doesn't do and things that we wish that Kiss would do. So it's only fair to give them the utmost props and accolades for when they do something right, and very right in this case. And that is putting something together that Kiss fans have pretty much dreamed about for a long time. Instead of just these, here's the 30th anniversary, here's a colored vinyl. No. It's the 45th anniversary of Destroyer. I know this past summer I made a comment, and I think some other people did too, about how the only thing that we were getting for that was an orange-colored vinyl of the 45 of Shout It Out Loud. Well, no. They dropped the news last Friday that they are putting together what I refer to as a Metallica-like box set. Super deluxe edition of Destroyer to celebrate the 45th anniversary. This thing is outrageous. If you're listening to us, we were sharing it all over our social medias. The thing is insane. Comes with 4 CDs, a box full of unbelievable little trinkets and memorabilia for Kiss fans. They're also selling a double vinyl, red and yellow colored. Some of the things it comes with, the first CD is the original album, newly remastered. The second CD comes with 15 demos from Paul and Gene's personal archives, 9 of which are unreleased. Third CD comes with outtakes, alternate versions, mixes, and edits. Then one of the big things that people are excited about is the fourth CD contains a performance from 1976 when they went to Paris, an unreleased live show. And then it just has unbelievable stuff. It comes with an official replica of the Kiss Army newsletter, press photos, Kiss Army membership cards, stickers, bumper stickers, posters, concert posters, Halloween posters, just amazing, amazing stuff. Things that we have been yelling at the band about to do forever. And to top it all off, if that's not enough, it comes with a 68-page hardcover book with liner notes by Paul Elliott and Ken Sharp. We know him writing Kiss books. Interviews with Gene, Paul, Ace, Peter, Bill Aucoin, who was manager at the time of the album, Bob Ezrin, who produced it. Photo shoots, things from the Paul Lynde Halloween special, just amazing, amazing stuff. And people are just losing their mind over it. And I think one of the big things that surprised us was the price, because amongst our text group, we're like, oh, how much is this going to cost? Zeus pretty much nailed it on the head. $200, which is shocking for something for Kiss for that of that nature.
Yeah, I saw what other, I literally Googled the Metallica box set.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if they could get that. So I'm like, okay, I go $199.
Yeah.
And they came in at 200, which I'm glad because you guys are like 300, 400, 500.
Well, just because it's Kiss, you know what I mean? That's why.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm, obviously I'm going to get it and I'm going to wait and probably order it on Amazon and get it before all you fucking idiots. They go and buy it on Kiss and then complain that they haven't got it so they can join the new Kiss Facebook group, which is, I didn't get my fucking New Year's Eve Dubai concert DVD yet.
You're right. Yeah, I can't wait for my email from Kiss Online. We're sorry about the delay in processing or whatever, but no, you might be right. You might be right.
So but I was just going to order it directly from a third-party vendor or whatever, and we'll go from there. But it looks awesome.
It really does. I mean, it looks fucking fantastic. They're doing it right. They're doing it right.
But it's 45. It's 45. Like, shouldn't you save it for the best is when you do 50?
I was thinking the same thing. The only reason I'm thinking of that is right now they're in the middle of a tour. They're topical. They're hot. They're active. They're on social media.
Are they?
Well, for Kiss fans, they are. But in 5 years, they might be like, what? I mean, I understand what you're saying. The 50th, and don't get me wrong, they might do a 50th reissue too.
Well, this came out 76, so 2 years, really 3 years, you can do 50th of the debut.
Right. I'm just excited because if they're doing this for the 45th of Destroyer next year, that means 45th of friggin' Love Gun.
You can do what are you doing for Rock and Roll Over?
That's a good point. You're right, because that came out in 70s. That came out in 76. No shit. Yeah, good point. Good point.
So we'll see what happens.
What I want to know is what are they doing for the Elder 40th anniversary? You think they'll ignore that?
Yeah,
you do. You think they'll just you think that'll just come and go?
I think maybe they'll probably go back, resort to here's a fucking brown shit stained fucking colored vinyl for you.
And guess who will buy it?
You.
This guy.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then the other thing in the news, there was some news today. We're recording on Wednesday, September 22nd. There was some news today about the Netflix biopic, and it appears that it looks like it's going to take a close look at the first 4 years of the band. And this is according to Doc, don't call me Chip McGee, saying that it looks like it's going to take place the early parts of their career, which kind of makes sense. You know, I that doesn't surprise me. So yeah, that looks like that's something exciting that everybody's looking for. When that thing comes out, I'm sure everybody's going to be talking about, including us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then on Kiss on social media, you got Paul fucking putting close up of his face, counting down concerts. You've got Gene fucking retweeting every hot chick wearing Kiss makeup.
Yeah.
And you got Ace putting up videos of photos of him with his fucking pants unbuttoned or his belt unbuttoned, looking like he just fucking got a hand job at the Cracker Barrel with his girlfriend there. Hey, look where we are. He's got other photos of him with his moccasins on the dashboard.
Oh, my belt. Is that what that's for?
Looking like a fucking Muppet. Yeah, that's what they got going on. And then the tour continues. I'm not really sure. I haven't been paying that much attention as far as attendance and stuff goes. They got some nice positive reviews recently that Kiss has retweeted and stuff about the show. But let's not get talking about the Kiss show. Let's move to our topic, which is
let's do it.
Ace Frehley's show, better known as
what show is it?
Ace Frehley. His concert was at the Pavilion in Boston.
Yep.
He's opening up for Alice Cooper. You know, I've never seen either of them as a solo act. Okay.
Nor have I.
Yeah. So we've had these tickets for quite some time. We're kind of excited. The venue is pretty nice. It's downtown Boston. Me and Tom met up, drove in together, got in pretty quickly. And the venue is set up. We went and looked at, first thing we do, like we always do, Tom runs right away to what?
The merch booth, like a little kid in a candy store. Yep. The merch was kind of cool. I mean, if you're into that, they had a bunch of Ace stuff, a bunch of Alice Cooper stuff. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything with both of them, like Ace and Alice. Like it was one or the other, unfortunately, because I was looking for a shirt that had both of them. But I ended up getting an Ace shirt. It had a cool logo on it, but it didn't have any tour dates. The only shirt that had tour dates on the back was the one that had the cover of Origins 2 with his big Muppet face on the front of it, which there was no chance I was getting that.
It looked like the photo he just took with his belt off.
Yeah, I would have rather that picture on the front of a T-shirt.
With his belt unbuttoned. And he woke up in my pants unbuttoned.
And then he put me under sedation. I wake up, my pants unbuttoned.
Exactly.
But I didn't get any. I didn't like anything. I didn't like. If I'm going to get a shirt, I want some dates. I want some shit in the back. I was there. I see it. I'm not getting a fucking T-shirt I could pick up at fucking Target, and I was really disappointed in that. The only one with dates on it was, like Tom said, one with the fucking him like looking like a Muppet in the front. Now,
I'll tell you the one thing that I hate. I don't mean to cut you off for a second. The one thing that I hate, and this is just me old fashioned because I'm a collector, I don't like the electronic ticket shit. I like paper tickets so that I can keep them and if I want to like put my Kiss tickets in a collection or put certain shows together, the scanning your phone shit, I don't like that at all. And I know there's a lot of people out there. I know there's a lot of people out there that agree with me because a lot of people frame their tickets or they keep them in a book. And the scanning of your phone, that's just bullshit.
Print the ticket out and paste it on your wall.
Pretty much, yeah.
I get the point, Tom. I know it's fucking new day for everything. Same thing. I have season tickets to the Bruins. I used to get a nice, fucking awesome looking package.
I remember that.
Oh my God. You could tear them off. You could look. Oh, it was a beautiful package. When they won the cup the year before, you get to meet the team a bunch of times, season ticket holder. I took that package and I had the one with the following year, which had the pictures of all the photos of them winning the cup and the ticket. I had them signed because I never used them. I had the whole 2011 team sign those tickets.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get your point. But regardless, we get to the venue. The venue is wide open.
Beautiful venue. Yep. Right on the seaport in Boston. Yep.
Yeah. And all we're doing throughout the whole time is talking in Ace voice, like we said earlier.
Ridiculous.
Which way is to the Pavilion? Is it over this way? I fucking want to go near the ocean. Oh,
we're in the merch booth and like in the line, and it's just I'm like, how old are we? It's like, look at that shirt. It's $50. Fuck that. And people are looking at us like, this is a serious event. This is Ace Frehley. Why are you guys goofing?
And Alice Cooper. That doesn't have my handsome face on it. I don't want to buy that shit shirt.
Now, meanwhile, we
looking at us like,
of course we wore Kiss shirts. Zeus had his End of the Road tour shirt on. I had my Love Gun shirt, you know. And
of course I throw out, fake Tommy.
I had to do that.
Yeah, of course. So, Tom, you get your shirts. We go let's grab a couple slices of Roni pizza. And we get him a couple
of
slices.
Fountain Colas.
Yeah, Fountain Cola. That's it. Do you have any fountain drinks here?
Then they lose everybody in Jack in the Box. What kind of fountain drinks do you have? What kind of fountain drinks do you have? Fountain drinks. 1 minute, please. Ramón, este vato me está diciendo fountain drink. ¿Qué es eso? Este pinche mamón en la ventana me está diciendo fountain drink, muy chingón. ¿Qué? ¿Es soda? ¿Es soda? ¿Es soda? Míralo, cabrón. Hey, why you not say soda, stupid? Sí, tenemos soda, tenemos Coca, tenemos Pepsi, Sprite, Mr. Pip. Then they got all the Mexicans: Jamaica, Tamarindo, Chaparrada, Horchata. I don't want to know who works there, fucker. I want something to drink.
We sit down. The show's supposed to start at 7:30.
Yep.
And at 7:25, we started hearing the guy announcing it. Like, what the fuck? He's early. It's Ace. What the fuck?
If anything, you thought it'd be late.
Something like from parts unknown.
That was the intro. Yeah. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom, Rocket Ride starts.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that band, got to be honest, that band fucking rocks.
Oh my God. Absolutely fucking spectacular band. They looked awesome. They sounded fucking fantastic. The way that the audio was set up, the drummer was a fucking maniac.
I don't know who he is, but he was fucking insane.
The band really sounded heavy and
tight,
thick and full. Oh, it was fucking amazing.
So I'm waiting for Ace to hit the fucking lyrics.
Yep.
His voice wasn't that bad. It was Ace. It wasn't like anything like, oh my God, it's fucking horrendous, and it wasn't anything like, oh wow, what a great voice. It's Ace. Right. So when I heard it, I did hear a slower version of him not being able to keep up with the music. It almost seemed like a fucking record player playing on slow. In other words, he's doing a Bob Kraft voice. She wants a rocky ride. She wants a fucking red balloon. Like, he was
grab a hold of my rocket.
She wants you rocky ride. She wants you rocky ride. But it was fucking kick ass. The venue was about half full by that point.
For Ace, about half, maybe a little bit more than half. The venue seats 5,000 people. So
yeah. It was about halfway at that point. Yep. It just sounds like, a little bit of Bob Kraft. And then me and Tom, we get to our seats and halfway through the song. Of course, it's like we said, half full. And then fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry happens to go in our row. Meanwhile, the whole row in front of us is wide open. So like, fuck it, let's just sit here. And, they're wrapping up. And, me and Tom get the giggles when he turns around and says, grab a hold of my rocket.
It sounds a little bit different from 1977. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly.
But it's funny because we're talking about, we have not brought up his guitar playing ability yet, because the band was fucking insane. You got Phil Shouse and those guys. They got,
Jeremy and Ryan, right?
And Ryan, you got, so you got 3 guitar players up there. Phil's playing bass. So with Ace, Jeremy and Ryan, you got 3 guitarists. We looked at each other and it's like, what's Ace doing up there? Like he has a guitar and he's playing, but the band is carrying the vibe of the song.
Yeah. It's like he can play whenever he wants to. He can jump in, whatever.
Yeah.
It's almost like when we see the Eagles and Don Henley's on the drums and they got the second drummer. All right, keep up if you want. If you don't, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Play along or don't. Doesn't matter. But he's playing, and then boom, song number 2. And we're like, fuck, this rocks. Parasite.
Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Here's how I guess I can explain it, because we've heard Kiss do it on the End of the Road.
Yep.
It's almost like a raw energy. I'm not saying they do all these songs better than Kiss, but it's a different experience. It's almost a raw, like fucking yeah, versus the professional Kiss doing it. And plus, you always feel like the vocals, at least, is live with these guys. And they sounded great. The singers, that every singer, they alternated who sang what song. So between the gang, they all sounded great.
Yeah, you nailed it with the comment about comparing it to Kiss, because we've seen Kiss play this. This band, I don't want to come off as
they
like
seem
Kiss
happy
haters
to
here.
be there. They seem like they're fucking rocking out. Like this is their music, and they're like fucking yeah.
It seemed like
fake Ace, play by the numbers. You're missing a note.
It seemed like there was a raw rocking energy behind everybody on stage. And I'm going to tell you right now, we pile on Eric Singer, not his technical ability, but his enthusiasm. This drummer carried a lot of these songs. And when you had Ryan and Jeremy and Phil and Ace, a song like Parasite, to me, it was way better than when we saw Kiss do it. It wasn't even close, to be honest with you.
You get the feeling you're seeing Kiss at its early 8 stages.
It sounded like dirty.
Band.
It sounded dirty and it sounded dirty and heavy, like the song should have been.
Yeah, but it's not sounding like some fucking guy's voice. Now, is it sound exactly like Gene singing the song? Or
no.
Ace? No, but it does sound like somebody similar tone. So it's not like a cover. It sounds like the fucking young and hungry Kiss playing this. And you get into it. Really, it was I loved it.
Me too.
Then they go into, and this is the shit that all you motherfucking Ace cult people explain this to me.
Go ahead.
Why the fuck are they playing Strutter?
Well, do we want to talk about the set list right now? Because
we'll go through it and we can come back to it.
Okay.
Let's go through this one.
Yeah. Now, granted, this version of Strutter was great because Phil Shouse sang it. He did vocals on it. But again, why are you playing Strutter? Why? There's no need for it, dude.
I mean, the solo's decent. It's not like, but this is my solo. And
it's not a memorable
legendary.
Solo.
Yeah, it's good. And he does his solo. He knows it. But why? What? I don't get the significance of it.
There isn't any.
Right? So, are you trying to slap them in the face? Like, well, if they're going to do my songs, I'm going to do theirs. Like,
you might be right. You might be right about that.
I don't get it. You mean to tell me of all the songs you have in your repertoire you can do, or songs that you played in the band that fans would like, you can't find anything? And more importantly, you can't find a better song than Strutter? If you're going to go into the Kiss library? I mean, come on. Are you picking songs that they're not doing right now? Meaning, like, if Parasite was back in the set list and Strutter was, you wouldn't play them? And so because they're not, maybe the band is telling you, well, they're not playing it. So why don't we do that?
I think that, I mean, we'll save some overall set list commentary for when we wrap up the whole thing, but I have some theories about the set list. So.
All right. And then afterwards, Ace comes on and starts talking a little bit. How you guys doing? Are you ready to rock?
Everyone's like, yeah.
We're going to do a medley. It's a medley. It's a bunch of songs because time is short. We don't have the time to play them all.
He kept saying that. He kept bringing up the time. Well, stop talking and play. Don't tell us that you don't have time.
And he's like, I had an album called Origins Volume 2. And so now he does She again. Why? Manic Depression, Never in My Life, and then Good Times, Bad Times. Now, I will tell you the She version was good.
It was real good.
I don't know what he was doing in there. He was just playing along whatever he could.
Yeah.
The other two songs, no, really. I'm not a big fan.
Manic Depression, I like Jimi Hendrix. That song's not very good to begin with, but I have in my notes Ace bad. He sounded horrible singing.
I don't think
song.
he was playing with the words, weren't matching the music.
Well, that's the thing. The song has a very weird tempo to it, so that his voice.
It didn't work live.
It didn't work live. Never in My Life. I don't really know that song. It's a song by Mountain. I don't really know that well. Good Times, Bad Times. We love Zeppelin. That was a decent cover, I thought.
And Ace sang it, and he did a very good job on it.
He did.
The band was fucking good, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Maybe you don't have to do the fucking Robert Plant wailing and shit to make Zeppelin sound good, because even Ace made fucking Good Times, Bad Times come off.
Yeah, agreed. Yep.
So I thought that was pretty good.
I did too.
What we saw was an earlier set list because all you fucking assholes were putting it all over our fucking page. So I saw the set list.
I tried to not see it, but it was everywhere. So as I'm scrolling through Facebook and Twitter, I'm trying
our
to
own pages or see people making comments on our shit.
I'm trying to scroll through it and get one of the comments I couldn't avoid because your eyes can only avoid so much is our buddy Joey Casada. His comment is horrible. All Kiss songs. I'm like, oh, great. Yeah. Like nothing original, no solo material, which we'll get to.
So I was expecting Detroit Rock City. However, they don't play Detroit Rock City. They play Love Gun. Again. Why? But nevertheless, he also said something in the intro, which I found kind of strange.
Very interesting.
I don't know. It sounded like he was tipping the hat or he was pulling the fucking I hate your guts.
I think he was tipping his hat.
Don Henley to Don Felder comment because he referred to Paul as Mr. Paul Stanley. He says, the next song is written by Mr. Paul Stanley. All right, Love Gun.
Now, you're right. He didn't have to. Everybody knows who fucking wrote Love Gun. So for him to give Paul a shout out, I thought was kind of interesting.
I don't know if it's one of his way, like, hey, I'm endearing myself to you. Hey, we're buddies. Hey, Paul. Hey, I'm going to fuck. What the fuck is Love Gun doing? Like, we are all so sick of Love Gun in the Kiss set.
Yep.
Why the fuck is it in an Ace set?
And Ryan sang it and fucking killed it, I thought.
Why is it in there?
Oh, no, I have all my theories, all my set list theories. The backing vocals, Ace did a fucking killer solo. I thought it was a good performance. I mean, once you get past the why are you playing this? I thought it was a great
song. I thought they sounded great.
Yeah, they did.
The guitar was great. And by the way, I'm getting a text from my daughter who tells me that, are you okay? I can hear you doing a weird voice from my room.
She thinks you're having like a stroke while we're recording. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Are you? She said, yes, I'm joking. Oh, I'm I fucking think I've fallen and I can't get up.
It's just me being Ace Frehley. Gotta love it. So what do we got after Love Gun?
All right. After Love Gun, I wanted to make a point.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you listen to the Love Gun, if you hear the solo, it's not the same.
No.
And so what you get is, and this is the difference, it's raw, it's sloppy, but it's different. It's not the note for note as Tommy does, which is still great.
Yep.
This is a fucking different verse. It's like seeing a live band in a bar.
Correct.
Right?
Which is why I love it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make that one point.
Good point.
About
Yeah.
Love Gun. That
Yep.
the solo is almost the same, but it's not. You get it's what you get from Ace. So let's move on, because then he gets to your favorite song from Ace, New York Groove. It's about my home place, New York.
But it sounded great live, and they brought out his light up guitar that he wears, the flashing
Les Paul,
the flashing guitar. I don't like the song, but I thought live it sounded. The
fucking concert goers were all clapping. They
were going crazy.
It made the experience better. The clapping and the drums and stuff.
Well, yeah, and then at the end of the song, everybody was singing along because he changed the lyrics to back in the Boston groove. Everybody sing along,
and then everyone's like back in the Boston groove.
Yep, and then
wait, you're missing a whole big.
Oh, all right,
part.
Go ahead.
He was doing the hand gestures.
Oh,
so me and you were disappointed because he didn't do the thumb pointing to himself. Many years since I was here.
But he was doing the other ones.
He made up for it, doing hand gestures going to the left. To the right. I think he did it wrong, too. He was pointing the wrong direction.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't know his left from his right. No.
And then he also does in a fistful of dollars, and he does like a fist in the air.
Yep.
And so he's got black power. He's like fistful of dollars.
Yeah, Ace.
It was meant for me. And he's pointing to himself. It was meant for me. Oh, it's just, and then the back in Boston Groove. I thought that was probably for me the high point. I really think the crowd got into it. The song was awesome. Me and you were dying laughing with the hand gestures.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. And then my favorite part at the end of the song, Boston, you rock, motherfuckers. I'm like, oh my God. That's what he said. I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah,
Ace.
All right. So then he goes into what I would think is his biggest song.
Yeah.
Shock Me.
Yep.
Good version, which goes into the solo. He switches halfway through the solo. It's on fire. He fucking bangs it. It's got the smoke coming out. And he switches back to the black Les Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing his guitar, and it's the guitar solo. It comes out from Alive 2. And then all of a sudden when he ends finally, because it went on for quite a while, you hear exactly from Alive 2, Ace Frehley, lead guitar.
Yeah, it was great, but it went on for a little too long. But it was good, and he could still play. I mean, there was video screen close-ups of his fingers and his hands. The fucking guy could still friggin' play.
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Yeah.
Then second to last song, Cold Gin. He opens by saying, "This is a drinking song I wrote when I was a little kid, 24." And he would sing one line, and then the crowd would sing the second line.
I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. And I'll tell you right now, this is another one. This version is better than when Kiss does it.
Oh, yeah, because he made it interactive.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun.
Yep. It wasn't just
and then the drums were nuts.
It wasn't just paint by numbers. He would sing "My heater's broken, I'm so tired," and then the like you said, the crowd would kind of pick up the next line in the verse. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then he finished up with he kind of ended it with a little bit of the solo from Black Diamond.
Which is the ending part of Black Diamond, which ends most of the concerts and stuff.
Yep.
And then he goes into Deuce. The first verse was Ace. The band sings in harmony, the second verse, and then Ace ripping on the solo.
Oh, my God.
I will say, again, more raw. Deuce is always fun. That and Let Me Go Rock and Roll for me is when you see Kiss and Tommy really taking off a little bit. But even that, like Ace and those guys are just so raw. Yep. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But it's one of those things like, okay, I can see this one being one because there's a lot of guitar work on Deuce.
Yes.
That I can get. Yeah, I can get him doing. But he ends it, with a ripping solo on Deuce and the outro and stuff, raw. And he's like, "Don't drink and drive. See you next time."
And it's funny, me and you were looking at each other. We're like, are they going to do the deuce dance? Are they going to do the deuce dance? They didn't do it. Now the gang of them, the four of them all got up close to each other right in the center stage. And we were like waiting for it. Like, they didn't do it. That I'm like, that would have been
Ace, you ready to do it? What the fuck am I doing?
Wait, what's that? Oh, that stupid fucking thing that Gene and Paul do. We're not doing that.
Fuck that.
But another version of a song that sounded better than Kiss. It had that, like you said, it had that raw, powerful energy. It wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know about better. I would say different.
I liked it better. Okay. I liked it.
I just say different.
Now, vocally, I want Gene singing it.
Yeah.
But there's something about these performances, and it's one of the reasons why I love Ace in general. I'm not part of the Ace cult because of his solo album, but it's like that. It's not precision. It's not perfectly scripted note for note. There's a little bit of natural, you could use the word sloppy if you want, but there's a little bit of natural things happening up there. You know what I mean? And that comes through.
Even watching him play, he's looking at his fingers. He's like into it. He's like making sure he's doing it somewhere when he is playing.
Yeah.
But like it's fun. It was fun. Now, 9 songs.
Yeah.
Was it worth seeing him? Fuck yeah, it was worth it. I liked it. I had a great time.
Me too.
Now, let's do a quick synopsis of Alice Cooper. What a stage show.
Oh,
let's just say that.
Fucking amazing.
Fucking a bunch of fucking stupid shit happening all around. The only thing, let's talk about Alice Cooper. We're going to hop right back to Ace.
Yeah.
We didn't catch all of the show because we had to go. We both have kids at home. But from what we saw, it's like weird seeing Alice Cooper and the band perform. And then after the start of the song, then Nita Strauss comes down the stairs as though she's the star of the show.
Exactly. So, yeah, they drop the curtain and he opens up with Feed My Frankenstein. And he's got this fucking unbelievable stage set, Frankenstein's castle with like lights that look like, torches at a castle entrance. He comes out with his black top hat, his coat, the black, the walking stick, the cane. Sounds great. Yes, there's reports that he uses backing tracks and he admits, I don't give a fuck. Band sounded great. Nita Strauss is looking fucking fantastic as expected, ripping it on the guitar. They go into No More Mr. Nice Guy. He had a long set list and we didn't stick around for a lot of it because it was too late on a Tuesday night for us.
Yeah. So the show in itself overall was great. When Alice Cooper went out, it was a full capacity.
No doubt.
Yep. It looked like it was full.
Yep.
The only thing I'll add is, we didn't get too close to see Nita Strauss. Her and Leather,
she's pretty active on that stage too.
Yeah, a lot of posing.
Oh yeah.
If she was a guy, she'd get shit on.
Oh, totally.
A lot of Yngwie moves going on. Like,
ooh. A lot of putting like one foot up on the amp.
Yeah,
like doing like
hair down, like elbow back, and the hair's touching all the way down to her feet, up in the air, guitar in the air. Like, Okay. Now, let's talk about let's go back to the main reason we're having this episode, Ace.
Yep.
Like I said, in my opinion, overall, I liked it. I have a fucking major problem with the songs he's picked. I know Ace can never do any wrong. To a lot of people. However, that set list was fucking brutal. I know he's the opening act. I wish he could do more, but I get it. He looked like he probably played on half the songs.
Yeah. So with this, I'll start with the set list. So a couple of theories, and these are completely unscientific here. He's an opener. So I'm wondering if him opening and Kiss simultaneously touring had anything to do with his set list. Okay. Because most of the time he's the headliner. He's either co-headlining or touring on his own. Okay. And we looked up some of his previous tours, and the last big tour he had was in 2019. This is a very cursory glance at some of his historic set lists. From what we gathered, and I'm sure somebody in the Ace cult may or may not correct us out here, this is the first set list that had nothing from his solo catalog. because I'm looking at from his set list from his 2019 tour. He played Rock Soldiers. He played Rockin' with the Boys. He even played things like he played a little bit more of his Kiss stuff. He played Hard Times, 2000 Man, Snowblind, Rip It Out, Strange Ways, a song that he wrote. So this set list here is really unusual, and based on the history of what we've seen from Ace, I was extremely disappointed. I've never seen Ace before. I was looking forward to hearing stuff. I was looking forward to hearing, things like Rip It Out, or maybe something from Trouble Walking, or Into the Night, or whatever you want to say. So I was disappointed that it was just a Kiss show, and that's not what I was hoping for. I was really hoping for a mix of solo stuff, and I'm wondering what the thought process is behind that the set list selection. I don't get it.
I look at it as he has got a band behind him that can play anything they want.
Agreed.
Why don't you do deep cuts then? Why don't you do something else? Why don't you do your deep cuts? They can fucking handle it.
And he's done that before. Like you said, Strutter, Love Gun. Really,
honestly,
dude? Come on.
Here's another theory.
Come on.
Here's another theory. Hey, Paul and Gene, you don't think I can play these songs?
That's what I'm saying. I think because Kiss is simultaneously touring. He's gonna play standards and be like, I can do this, but here's the thing: can he? Was he?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, he wasn't.
If you looked at him, me and you were fucking hitting each other. He was like playing every other fucking thing. He was too busy flicking, what do you call it, to all the fans? He's throwing guitar picks at everybody. He wasn't even fucking playing.
Yeah,
he wasn't singing most of the stuff. He even talked to. I don't consider myself a singer. What the fuck is that in the middle of the concert?
Oh shit. Well, here comes the $64,000 question. And based on what you saw last night, we talk about this all the time. We've now seen it and heard it with our own eyes and ears. Could he play on the End of the Road tour?
Not by himself. No way.
No chance.
No way.
No chance.
The millions and millions of dollars that are on the line, and the way Paul wants this band to go out, is he going to leave it to Ace to fucking perform?
That band carried him last night. He shined when he needed to with his solos and some of his licks and stuff. But if he's the sole lead guitarist on the stage, never.
Way.
Nope.
No, I don't care what people say. Oh, yeah, did you see that? Whatever, buddy. He ain't fucking performing 20 songs the way that $1 million choreographed show is playing right now. He ain't doing that.
There's a reason he's sharing the stage with not one, but two other guitar players.
They're covering his ass.
Yep. And that doesn't, and we're not saying that he wasn't great. He looked great. What he needed to do, he did, and he did it well.
And he might say, like, well, I'm singing some of these songs. I don't want to have to worry about it. You guys play, let me jump. It's my band. I'll jump in whenever you want. People just want to see me on stage.
Right.
He might be thinking that, and that's fine.
Yep.
But I can't see any. I mean, obviously he can do better than what Peter probably could do for an amount of songs. But when he's talking about, I think Peter can only probably play a couple songs. What the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to play 20 songs?
Never.
He's going to get up there and fucking play Say Yeah? He's going to do Lick It Up? Fuck no, he's not. There's no way.
Nope.
He's not going to be able to find. I know I'm going to go, he's a better guitarist than fucking Tyler. It doesn't matter. At this
right now, he's not.
His career.
Right now, he's not.
Perform that. Come on, guys.
No way.
I liked the show. I had more fun and I got more out of it. And I'll be honest with you, what it looked like, and this is how I will describe it to somebody. Come tonight, live, the Talismen featuring Ace Frehley.
Bingo. Yep.
He's the jimmies they throw on top of the ice cream. I'm sorry. Sprinkles for you non-Massachusetts people.
Exactly.
Right.
But that being said, I fucking had loved it. The venue was great. It was a beautiful night. The weather was great.
It was a decent price. You know,
they sounded great. I mean, yeah, we complain about the set list, but that's what we do for a living. We got to see a little bit of Alice Cooper. So all in all, it was a great night. I got
to see Ace. I'm happy.
I wish he played for a little bit longer in a couple different songs.
But you know what? It wasn't a disaster. It was a good show. He performed. It's probably perfect, right up his alley. The band kicks fucking ass.
And if
I
you're
can't
wondering,
wait to see them on the cruise. I can't wait.
If you're wondering whether or not you should get tickets, abso-fucking-lutely you should get tickets.
You'll enjoy it. You really will.
Absolutely.
You'll want more. And then plus Alice Cooper's still a great show. You'll love that as well.
Yep.
So, you know, one of the things though, Tom, what me and you decided to do though, you know, we're big mouths. Someone said, "Oh, you don't like it? Well, what do you fucking, you know, what do you want for a set list?" Well, this is Shout Out Loudcast. This is what we came up with. Tom, what are you opening up with on your show? 9 songs. Ace Frehley.
9-song set list. I'm opening up with "Rip It Out," which I was begging they was going to play, but fuck no.
Tom, I'm on the same path as you, but I open up with Fractured Mirror going into.
Oh yes, okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, and then I follow that up with my favorite song off of Trouble Walking, 5-Card Stud.
Interesting, Tom. I continue on the 78 path. I go speeding back to My Baby.
Oh no, okay, nice. I'm gonna stick with a solo material, and then we're gonna follow up with that. The third song will be Into the Night. Ugh. I like that song.
I don't.
I like it.
Number 3, Tom. We're not far off from each other. 5-Card Stud.
Nice. Number 4, some Kiss stuff, mainly for like the solo and just to have some Kiss stuff in there is She, which he did play last night. So
I don't want to hear any fucking Kiss song that he's not singing. Number 4 for me is Rocket Ride.
Okay. Number 5 for me is Rock Soldiers. Yes.
I want to hear the most cringeworthy fucking song, part of a song since Gene. Well, actually, it's not since. It's prior to fucking the acapella of Eat My Heart Out.
Nice.
Without an Ace in his dick. Oh, his dick.
I love it.
That's
I love it.
Fucking horrible.
I love it.
Number 5 for me, 2000, man.
Okay. Number 6 for me, I had Save Your Love from Dynasty.
Good song.
Yep.
Number 6 for me, Tom, I'm going off of their second album. I'm going with Insane.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice one. Number 7 for me, I'm going Rocket Ride.
Does she want a rocket ride?
Grab a hold of my rocket.
Yeah, that was number 4 for me, Rocket Ride.
Yep.
Number, I think we're on 7. Dark Light goes into the solo.
Oh, my Lord. People's heads would explode if he played that. That fucking solo isn't. I don't even know if he would be able to do that now. Number 8 for me is kind of a deep cut off of an album that not many people like. This is off of Anomaly, the song Pain in the Neck, which I fucking love that song. I don't like that album, but I think that's a really cool song. I think that's a really cool riff. And I think he does
what I called when I was living and sleeping with Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Pain in the Neck.
Number 8 for me is New York Groove.
Yeah, that's not in my set list. Fuck that song. And then he ends with,
after you saw how they hit.
Yeah, I know. And then he ends with Shock Me, and he does the whole Alive 2 guitar solo, kind of like he did last night. So that's
Shock Me for me, number 9.
Yep. Nice.
That's his
solo. But see, that's the thing that's so friggin' frustrating is I'm on setlist, .fm, the website here, and I'm looking at previous tours. I mean, like this one here, he's got, on this tour here, he opened with Fractured Mirror, Zeus. You're right. So he's opened with that many, many times. He played the song Too Young to Die off of friggin' Trouble Walking.
That song's horrible.
I mean, he's got a tour here where he played Rock Soldiers. He always plays Strange Ways. There's one here he had Talk to Me in the set list.
This one here is called Genghis Khan.
Followed up by a special version of Mongoloid Man.
It's what Gene asked if I was that when he first met me. Why don't we hire the Mongoloid Man to be a lead guitarist for Gene? That's not politically correct. Hey, fucko, Mongoloid Man, you're our new guitarist. Join the band. Grab your shit. Let's go.
With that being said, we always like to bitch, but I think it's fair. I saw some of the comments on social media. There were a lot of people unhappy with the set list. And the only thing I can think of, again, It's a combination of him being the opener and Kiss touring at the same time that he is. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm going with. Other than that, there's no explanation for him not including any solo material.
I'm with you on that. Overall, thumbs up for me.
Oh, no doubt.
I enjoyed the show.
Yep.
I think you guys should go see it.
Yep.
Fucking triple high fives and thumbs up and whatever you want to call it to the band. They fucking rocked.
They were amazing. Yep. Highly recommended. Get tickets if he's coming near you. You'll have a great fucking time, regardless of the set list. Fun time.
Absolutely. Tom, what we do next is this.
Hi, this is Ed Spansberg of ClickTshop.com, and for all your Shout It Out Loudcast gear and merchandise, please visit ClickTshop.com. At Click T-Shop, you can find lots of Kiss-inspired t-shirt designs, plus mugs, hats, hoodies, pillows, and all new fine art selections. And now, here's your question of the week.
All right, so our question of the week. Wait, did I just start that up with, all right, all right.
All right, Booger.
Okay.
So our question of the week is a very timely question of the week, and I want to give the person credit for asking it around this time of year or this time of month because it's related to the Psycho Circus album, which is celebrating its anniversary that we mentioned earlier.
Right.
And this comes from Alex on Facebook, and he says, guys, I listened to your album review of Psycho Circus, and you brought up some points about how the album material is not the classic, sex lyrics, a lot of dark things like Within or Dreamin' or Journey of 1,000 Years and stuff like that. What's your theory on why the original members get back together and change the formula lyrically? What do you think?
Because I believe this is 98.
Yes, it was.
Grunge has come and kind of passed away.
Yes.
Fun rock is still not back.
Correct.
That's why. And so when they were writing this, they were still pulling out songs in the Revenge, well, maybe a little more than Revenge, Carnival Souls kind of. It's the same band, really. It's Tommy, fucking Eric Singer, fucking Kevin Valentine, and Bruce. Really, it's not the old Kiss. And they're still pulling material out like this because that's what's around them.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think other than kind of like the party songs like Raise Your Glasses and I Pledge Allegiance and all that stuff, and the title track, which I know you hate, it is anthemic, whether you like it or not. The rest of the album is just, I mean, if you haven't heard our album review, that album does not get treated very well by us. And one of my main problems is the lyrical content about the like I said, I think I recall saying, there's no like fuck me, suck me songs, which is what you want to hear from Kiss for the most part. So yeah, I think it was a sign of the times. It was 98 and they were going to try to change their tune. Paul throws in the anthems, the Raise Your Glasses and all that stuff. But, the Demon comes in with Within. Ace had a Space Ace song with Into the Void, but the rest of the stuff was just kind of a fucking downer. Which
Don't
to me,
the Peter song.
Yeah. Oh, just brutal. Yeah. Brutal. So yeah, it's a great question. Thank you. Timely question. We appreciate it. And always, we want your questions. And
let's not go overboard though, Tom. I think I had that as my number 11th on my ranking. I think you had it. Did you have it worse than? No, you didn't have it worse than Monster. Monster still is your worst, right?
I had it last up until Monster, and the only thing that saves it for me is there are a couple. I do like Raise Your Glasses, and I do like I Pledge Allegiance, but other than that, the album I never listened to it.
Yeah, I think it's got some good parts because, like as always, Kiss always there's no way you don't find songs. There are more songs you'll like on a Kiss album than you don't like, and maybe unfortunately it was a little bit closer with that one. I think there's some pretty good songs there, and whatever. Yeah. Regardless, thank you for the question, though.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you for the question, and always feel free to reach out to us with all those questions, and we'll tell you how to do that. Because,
well, where can people find us?
So start with that email, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Reach out to us, questions, comments, concerns, issues, topics. Give us a list. If we're talking about something, tell us if you saw this Ace show and what you thought of it. We had a great time with it. So tell us what you think. And then, of course, we got the social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Please let us know what you think about anything that we're doing with this show, whether in general or topically or whatever. You can also DM us on those too, direct message, if you don't want your comments out there for the world to see. So please do that. And we're also part of the excellent Pantheon Podcast Network. Tons of great shows. So check us out there, Pantheon Podcast Network. Tons of great shows. You can go on their website and their social media. And as we mentioned earlier in the show, our wonderful Patreon family. You can check us out on the website or the app. Reach out to us, take a look at what we offer, and join the party, be part of the family. And, of course, Click T-Shop, Click with a K. Ed is a good buddy of ours. He designed all of our show logos, and he carries our merch there on his website and some other awesome Kiss-inspired gear as well, so check him out.
Yeah, and he has that new special on our gear, which we got everything at a reduced price in $19.99 plus free shipping. So go get your Shout It Out Loudcast gear, especially if you that are going on the Kiss cruise. We want to see you representing. And as always, we love when you guys share photos of you wearing our shirt. And I think we got one recently. I think it was from Jim, right?
That's right. Yes. Patreon buddy there. Absolutely. That was fantastic. You took a picture from Monster Mini Golf out in Vegas. That was amazing. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah. You guys rock. We have the best.
Absolutely. Amazing.
So Tom mentioned that you can DM us. You can on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can always subscribe and follow us on YouTube. I want to change that up a little bit on you, Tom. We love you guys over there. Subscribe, even if you don't want to listen. Subscribe. Fuck it. Why not?
There you go.
You can always, too, leave us one of those 5-star child reviews on Apple iTunes. We always appreciate those, and we always read them out loud for everyone to hear. So we thank you for those. Tip the hat again to you guys. And I always like to repeat the email. shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. As Tom always mentions, we don't get to actually read them all now. And if you notice, our feedback is a little bit shorter. We read them to ourselves. We don't read them, all of them, online anymore, but we still read them, and we love the interaction, and we really appreciate the feedback. So please keep the feedback going. It's been a lot of it's been a blast lately, because lately everyone's like fucking going nuts with a couple different things. It's either I see fucking something, every other comment is on Twitter and Facebook is that what he does?
Yep.
Or fuck him. Fuck, that's why.
Yep. I love it. You guys are like the best fans and listeners out there. You guys are so into the show, and I love how it's taken on a life of its own. It's fucking awesome.
I was texting Tom. At some point, Gene's going to be like, Star Child. If you notice, there's a lot of memes of me going, fuck the fans. What's that all about?
Well, that's what happens, Gene. It's just ridiculous, your treatment of these people.
And it all stems from Tom telling us what he's going to do with the vault for some. Hey, Kiss Hard, take this.
If you're looking for your vault, look starboard. It just went over.
Where? I don't see it. He comes up behind you and he kicks you in his boot and boots you right into the ocean.
In the ass.
Oh, God, love it. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough. So, but before we leave, as always, we always like to leave you with famous last words. Tom, do you got any?
Of course. Lady Space, you better wake up fast. Countdown is coming on. Take a rocket ride. This is Ace Frehley signing off.
Here I am, ending this shitty with a fistful of dollars. And baby, you better believe I'm back in the New York groove.
That's right. To the left and to the right. Yes.
They're the buildings, the town, and to the sky. It's outside.
You thought you could escape, Arnold? No. Ace is not the only voice you're going to hear tonight. Because I had trouble walking. Yes.
Who cares about tomorrow? So, baby, you better believe.
Good times, bad times. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about because it's a Zeppelin song. I'm not from that country.
Tom, thank you. Kiss Army, Loudcasters, thank you.
Guys, thank you so much. Great time as always. Check out Ace Frehley. And Zeus, thank you, my friend. Great time at the show, and thanks as always.
Peace out, Girl Scout.